Heading over to the Kawasaki dealership where I bought the bike originally. I'm getting my front wheel rebalanced. As you can see, at about 45 miles an hour, there's quite a bit of a shimmy as I let go of the handlebars. It's gotten progressively worse. So I'm going to see by getting the front tire rebalanced. Hopefully that will cure it. I'm going on a long road trip this weekend, and I want to make sure that it's not an issue when I'm far away from a dealership, and when I'm driving unknown twisty roads right at about that speed, it adds a little bit of instability. When you're holding on to the handlebars, it's really not something you can feel, but if you let go of them a little bit, it kicks back and forth, as you saw. So this is the dealership where I bought my 500R Edge Kawasaki in El Paso, Texas. They sell nothing but Kawasaki here. Before I head to the service department, I want to tell you guys about an interesting story. The day I picked up my motorcycle, you can see the ground here, where the parking lot is gravelly and kind of sandy. So the sales guy told me, well, don't test out the bike in the parking lot, right? Go out into the streets. So I decided to go down this residential street here to the left, and almost immediately I had to apply some of my basic rider course training. I doubt I'll have a repeat of what happened that day, but yeah, so I basically rode down to the end of this street. I'm not going to go all the way down. So I went down in another couple of blocks, and then I made a U-turn just to get a feel for the controls and everything before heading out on the highway at a high speed on an unfamiliar bike. Yeah, so I was riding back towards the dealership to get on the highway, and then all of a sudden there's a large German Shepherd just like standing on the sidewalk staring at me. So in basic rider course they tell you to slow down a little bit, downshift. As soon as you see the dog run, you go to full throttle, which is basically what I did. I downshifted, slowed down. As soon as the dog went for me, I went to full throttle, and yeah, then I looked behind me, and the dog basically missed me and ended up on the dirt here on the side, looking a little bit confused. But it was kind of nerve-wracking. First time on the bike, and having to be applying emergency tactics to avoid getting knocked over by a dog. I mean, I'm not sure if he would have actually tried to jump on me or what, but he made a good lunging effort and came at me full gallop, so he might have. And so their service department is over here in the back. That's where I had my tires installed. Sitting here at the Kawasaki dealership waiting for my bike to get checked out. It's Mordet's bike there. It's a bike I'm considering getting as an upgrade next year. My 500R, and it's got nothing to do with Mordet. I mean, I thought about that way before I knew anything about vlogging. And then over here they have a Kawasaki Versus. You guys have seen the pictures on my site. I've got it as another bike I'm seriously considering. This is the first one I think they get at this dealership. very practical bike. I like the design of it except for the front end. It's kind of odd, but it's a very practical commuter and much more modern ride in general. The seat height is kind of high.